Michael, 1-1 draw with Basford United this afternoon, a real sucker punch at the end. What are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, frustrating day. I don't think we were the best we've been, I thought they played a part in that, how deep they were first half. But we, for the majority of the game, we were in control without really doing a lot, but we still had 4 or 5 chances where we should be doing a lot better. And it looks like it's just going to be a 1-0 and you take that, even though we haven't played particularly well. But we've had the majority of the ball throughout the whole game. But when you don't take your chances, I think, Kingy's chance, he's got to score. Cameron, I know the lad's flung himself across, but you've got to be doing better. When we're getting out wide, and we've got out wide once or twice there, with plenty of time to make a decision and pick somebody out, and we've either played it behind people or not picked the correct person out. And that's a frustrating side because we were getting into good areas. We had the majority of the players certainly in the second half, and I can't remember a save Harks had to make for the whole up until the goal. So it's really frustrating not to come off with all 3, especially when you look at the results around us. Not a lot's changed, but we could have gained more on people above us and also pulled away from people below us. So that's it, makes it even more frustrating. But fair play to Basford, they kept going, but we gifted them, the goal. There's been a couple of ricochets and then we haven't reacted quickly, and obviously the lads just smashed it in from 10 yards, and it's really, really frustrating. But it's a point more, results around us, like you say, team above us lost, team below us drew. So nothing really much changes, and it's another game down, and we move on to the next game, which isn't for a couple of weeks, against Ashton, which now turns into a really big game. Yeah,
I just felt like quite a bit of a nothing game. We got the penalty, scored that, and then just couldn't quite get that second goal. Felt a little bit flat. I don't know how it felt for you on the pitch.
Yeah, it did. The atmosphere felt a little bit flat. The pitch, we train on the pitch on Wednesday when it has a bit of zip on it, and it makes a massive difference to how we play here. And then when it's like it is today, it's so slow and you've got to put a bit more on it, and that's not an excuse, but it does affect how we play and also how teams play when they come here. But we had enough of the ball, and we created enough decent chances to win the game 2 or 3-0. Even in the first half, Josh has got through and dragged a shot wide, and where normally we're hitting targets, and we just haven't done that today. And sometimes you have one of them days, but defensively I thought we were solid. I thought in midfield we did okay, I just think it's not just the front 3 when we get in the final third, it's other people who are getting in there as well. I thought our set pieces were not as good as what they have been over the last couple of games, but we should have saw the game out, and we should be standing here with 3 points, but we're not. That's football, and we move on to the next one.
Yeah, and a 2-week break before we go to Ashton. How we're going to use that time? Is it important, given how many games all the players have played up to this stage of the season?
Say we'll probably have four training sessions between now and then, and have Ashton watch. I think Ashton are playing up at Hebburn next week, so it gives us an opportunity to go and watch them ourselves. And then we work towards Ashton the week after, and see where we go from there. But like I said, we're in a great position. I think it's frustrating because we should be, like I said, we should be studying with 3 points, but we're in a fantastic position with 8 games to go, and we've got 8 big games. We're playing teams around us. We're playing teams who are fighting to stay in the league like they were today. Every game is a big game now between now and the end of the season, and we're going to give it our all. We always do. We're just frustrated today, but we'll keep going.
Ashton United next week. They came here and nicked a 2-1 win from us. How are we feeling about that one?
Yeah, again another game where I think if you count it, I think we had 4 or 5 one-on-ones. Again, where we didn't take our chances in that game, where we should have been 2-3, 4-0 out of sight. They scored 2 late goals, and we've done that a few times this season, and that's got to change. Last couple of weeks we've had chances, we've been clinical, and that's why we've won games. We defended well and been clinical at the other end, and we just weren't like that today. But you get games like that, like I say, we take a point, and we look forward to that Ashton game in a couple of weeks' time.